Hello, and welcome to our playthrough of Age of Wonders 4, developed by Triumph Studios and published by Paradox Interactive. And now let's head into our episode. You are technically headed into this arc. We're making 93 a turn. That's going up. Yeah, but we need 400 for this. So we have a number of turns. I try my best to be. These guys are good to go. You are going to be an offensive army, so you're headed out here. You're headed up here. We're going to... Alright, so we know there's at least one army up here, so we're going to go ahead and creep our way up. There's the Spelljammer, and there's the Sanctuary. Beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. So burn that to the ground, burn that to the ground, turns that into a joke. They have a Spelljammer there, but I'm going to assume... Oh. They might not have a Sanctuary, which is pretty dumb of them. And you're headed up here as well. You're a defensive army. You're waiting on... a Berserker. So we'll go ahead and queue up a Berserker there. Then we'll wait a turn. You're waiting a turn till we can pillage. You've made a Sun Priest. We've got spells ready to launch. Nothing I want to pass. Hold on. I'm going to check the Tome Library real quick. Definitely Materium. It's not Tome of Rock. Oh, we never got Seismic Shock. No, not Seismic Shock. Tremor Witch Rule. This is actually really good. So if we can snag this, we might dig a little for this. After we get Super Growth. Because that will make sieging cities down significantly easier. Because not only Mana Storm destroys towers, Tremor Ritual destroys towers, battlements, and walls. Alright, so otherwise, yeah, that's it. We are at turn 122, so we are a late stage of the game. You're making a spear. Okay. I mean, we can slap down some forests if we really want to. Oh, right, you need the... You know what? How much Imperium? I'm gonna spend 72 Imperium to immediately grab this Everwell, because it's more food and, more importantly, more Imperium. So now, 9 a turn, or in 9 turns, which is fun. Right? Yes, so 1 province per turn, and up to 1 province outside. Okay, that's beautiful. Again, I'm waiting for it to trigger this to see if this becomes grasslands, if I can turn it into a farm. God, I wish I could buy this from my own. A lot of tomes are very situational. Generally speaking, I would say the tomes you can never go wrong with are generally Nature, Materium, and Magic. The others tend to be situational. Or depending on your build. They will, especially on easy mode, they will all work, so it doesn't matter. Have fun with it, experiment, that sort of thing. But it's that thing of... like, because of the way they're designed, a lot of Materium enchantments and magic and astral enchantments and nature and not even enchantments, but just the buffs you can get from the tree and being able to grabbing awakened tools and amplify minds and enchanted bloom and that sort of thing make those three in particular very always powerful. I actually haven't done an underground start yet. I might do that next game. I don't know where you're going. The main bad guy is over here. You have the armies to crush him. Or even the other armies we're at war at, but you're okay, you're going there. You got it. Alright, end turn. I find that if I am min-maxing, I will take a level 1 Astral Tome, a level 1 Nature Tome, a level 1 Materium Tome. I will generally focus archers as my main range damage. Yeah! And I will generally go down those 3 trees. Because, like, Shadow has some interesting concepts. I guess maybe if you go undead. It really, like, if you're going undead, the Shadow Tree really can really do a lot of work. But if you're not going undead, you're stuck with, like, Joy Siphoners. And there's a lot of things that just negate joy, like, morale penalties and that sort of thing. Yeah, like, Order is great. Like, Holy has its uses, but it's that thing. It's like a lot. The tomes work. The issue is a lot of the stuff in the tome tree, in this affinity tree. Is this still ticking? I hope that's still ticking while I'm in here. A lot of stuff really only affect vassals. So while the tomes might be good, the tome tree is subpar. The same thing with chaos. The tomes themselves, you know, I've looked at them. They're actually pretty on par. Oh, good. With, like, Materium or Nature or Astral. But the tree itself, unless you're going evil and burning everything to the ground, a lot of the stuff in this tree becomes really situational. And that is the issue. Materium, Nature, and Astral, not only are the tomes pretty much always useful, but the trees themselves are always useful. Whereas the other 3, either the trees themselves are situational, or the tomes in them are situational. Are some combination of the 2. And that is the issue. There's nothing wrong with going down them. Now, something to keep in mind, the next major patch, they're going to change how the tome trees work. Right now, the only thing that adjusts the tech costs, the research cost, yeah, if you go down Order and go Vassals, you will have so much Imperium you won't know what to do with it. I find Imperium early game is very hard to come by. If you start by going good, you can get a lot of events that give you Imperium, and that can really boost you to mess with trees. In addition, prioritize growing in such a way as to grab magical materials and wonders, because that will give you a lot of Imperium as well. Because you know, I'm getting 98 Imperium a turn, which is a lot. But I could get more, because I'm starting to get vassals. So what the next patch is doing is, if you notice, the only thing that modifies the cost of these the research points is, how do I word this? Is how far along, how do I word this? Not the number of tomes you've researched, but what tier of tomes you have researched. So, right now the way it works is all tier 1 tomes, no matter what, everything in them costs the same. My understanding is, cost the same number of research points. We'll say 200. That's not the exact thing, so we'll say 200. Every tier 1 tome ever researched, 200. It doesn't matter how many tier 1 tomes you've researched, that's what it is. And then you jump up to tier 2, all the tier 2s, 400. So on and so forth. Starting next patch, not only will the tier effect, so, you know, if I've done, you know, 2 tier 1s and I jump to a tier 2, obviously there's an increase. But how many tomes before will also impact. So that means your third tome, no matter what it is, like even if you choose a tier 1 tome, it is going to take more to research a tier 1 tome, that research, than if it were your second or first tome. I don't know how it'll affect level. Like, it still might be pretty cheap to do 3 tier 1s and then jump to a tier 2, which is what I like to do. Or maybe they'll change it so it's actually cheaper to do 2 tier 1s and then 2 tier 2s. You know what I mean? And then backtrack. Unknown. We'll see. But I applaud that change, because by turn 120, I'm usually making so much research that if I happen to get a bunch of tier 1 research, I will blow through 4 or 5 of them in a turn. Right, so the more you know, the longer it will take. And that makes sense to me. So we've got super growth, so we're going to go ahead and... Not seismic shock, we're going to shuffle. We're looking for... I'll shuffle again. I might have too much. Perfect! We're going to grab Tremor Ritual. We're going to grab... Super growth. It will take 2 turns to cast. That is perfectly okay. Alright. You are going wherever you're going. Great. That's burned to the ground. We're going to burn that to the ground. You're setting up to go here. We're gonna try to avoid burning what we can to the... Well, actually, I don't care. Do I need the gold? It doesn't hurt. There's no such thing as too much gold. We'll burn that to the ground. In a couple of turns, we'll start this. We'll be able to cast spells. Well, that's annoying. How did that happen? Okay, so we're saving that. You're, again, headed into that army. You're headed into this army. You're on the offense. Hold on. You move up here. Alright, so we need to burn the Sanctuary and the Spelljammer to the ground. I don't want to move up too far. Alright. I just want to see an eye. I believe we are in attack range, yes. But we have reinforcements incoming, so these guys are probably going to stay on the defensive, which is fine. Yep, you guys are going there. You're going there. You're a defense army. You're headed in there. So there's one defense army. Which is pretty good. You're staying there. You're staying there. Pikemen. Were we throwing you in somewhere? Not here. Oh, I think we were saving him for the defense army? So he'll start a defense army. So we need that. We'll double up. You know what? Let's do a war shaman here. And a sun priest here. Oh, all set to go. Great. Now go. Question. They've been angelized. That's fine. They have Earth Kit. Alright, we can probably stack. Honestly. Oh, we can't. No valid targets. Right, and we want Keeper's Mark as well. I forgot about that. To free up more gold and more mana. Alright. So you're a defensive army. Yep. 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 Tuskheim can annex another province. Bollocks. Alright. We will also... We'll wait it... Alright, we'll abort this spell in order to cast Earth Shatter. Here. Great. We'll annex that province. Yay, us. Magniford can annex another province. You're... Oh, nope. You've got room. Alright, go ahead. Grab another quarry. There's no reason not to. Yep, spells... Alright, now we'll queue up. It should still... Actually, you know what? Let's grab Keeper's Mark now. Yeah! I have a number of videos on Distant Worlds 2 if you want to go ahead and poke your nose through those. They are older versions. We're actually going to do that. It should... Great. New rally. We'll deal with this later. I mean, he's dead. Maybe they deal with it. We're okay with that. Alright. Now. Right? Hold on. No, sorry. We cast... Oh, is it Anointed we cast? No. Leaf Skin. Well, let's queue up Super Growth now. It's still gonna take one turn. We're good with that. Didn't we... Hold on. Faithful. Unit upkeep is reduced 10%. Yeah. Oh, it's just a 10... I thought it was 10% per tier. They might have changed that. I love Distant Worlds 2 because I love designing the ships. I am not a fan of their galaxy generation. You're there. Don't care. Don't care. Oh yeah, at this point in the game, they're immune to morale effects. They're immune to a lot of status effects. They have... they could use a little more resistance. I know. They're pretty good. So we're saving up. That's 9 turns away. Yeah, so we're saving up for Teleportation Master. I think we're good. Nothing else I can think of. Let's go ahead and end turn. I will say this game does tend to lean towards making archers. Especially when you start sticking on like amplified arrows, artesian armaments, poison arrows, projectiles that decay, seeker arrows. Um, you know, you can add fire arrows, ice arrows. Archers tend to, once you start adding unit enchantments, tend to put out far more damage and have far more enchantments compared to, say, support and mages. Also, personally, I find shield units, for whatever reason, tend to do better in fights than maybe again, maybe it's the way I'm playing, maybe it's the way, just how I do things. I don't know, but like that's why I've gone archers. Like this support unit, like think of everything. Right? The archer, amplified arrows, +4 damage, or +2 damage. Giant crit chance. Another +2 damage. Another plus, so we're up to +6 damage, plus all these effects. Versus, +1 range. Versus... Great. Frenzying Focus, I need to hit for it to work. Lightning Focus, great, and I can apply Electrified, but it doesn't seem to really tick in. Again, +2 and great, but because most support units and mage units, from what I've seen, are 1 big attack versus 3 small attacks, it just seems to balance out that, at least for me, at least from what I've noticed, archers, especially once you start stacking enchantments, will generally do more damage, especially because of that crit chance, than mages and support units. But again, maybe it's the way I'm stacking things. Maybe it's the way I play. I've tried to make mages work. Or even just making an army that is all melee, all support units. But it just... With how quickly archers ramp up. Yeah. Ramp up and how much damage they do. It's just, for some reason, especially in auto battles, archers are far superior to me, at least from my experience, mages. I could be wrong. And again, yeah, because shield units generally, like, even pole arms are great versus, like, they're fine. Yeah, I can make them work. But fighter, I am a bit of a turtler. I'm a bit of a defensive player. So I have trouble making, like, pole arms and fighters are kind of a balance. I can make them work. But where are you? These guys. Shock units, I have trouble making work. Like, they'll do great on the charge, but then the counterattack is so heavy that, like, great, they kill 1 unit, and then they just get focused down and die. Now, again, I have seen them work. I just have trouble making it work. So for melee, I tend to lean towards shield units, just because of their survivability. I have seen people play this game and make charge units work incredibly well. I just do not have that talent. Oh. Yeah. Like, again, if you are an offensive-minded player, You'll probably make it work better than I do, but I just find the survivability of shield units means generally it's that, like I said, I am a turtler. So the idea of, aha, the enemy's done their attacks, they've done little to no damage to me, and now I'm just one-shotting all of them. I make work usually very well. I have Potato McWhiskey, if you've never seen him play. He did a couple of videos on this. I think the Spiffing Brit has done a couple of videos. They went shock units, and they used them far better than I ever could. And they made them work. But I guess it's just my mindset. I really haven't pulled it off yet. At least on hard mode, I should say. I'm sure on easy it doesn't matter. Because that is the nature of easy mode. With a voice like wind through a hollow tree, the root of the cyclone cants, nature's way is not unending gloom. Such a foray causes everyone's doom. After the season of winter brings death, the void is the reason newborns draw breath. Yes. Again, could be style. Maybe I just haven't built them in the right order. Maybe I haven't grabbed the tomes in the right order. I just find, like, they work. And again, that says something about this game, that you could make a mage army and it can work. I just find that archers are better. It's not that mages suck. It's that thing of mages on a scale of 1 to 5, mages are a 4, archers are a 5. They'll work. I just find archers easier to use all around. The server nature of circle with the step. We had so Blues Pop, Roger the Quizzical is added to my hero pool. I can't do more heroes. All City, right? Loses 400 Imperium and gain 2 Pop. Tempting. We're gonna grab that boon because I don't want to deal with the rest. We grabbed Tremor Ritual. That's gonna help in the future. At this point, it doesn't matter. I'm just gonna grab this. Thank you. You guys are headed in this direction. Go. We'll queue up a couple of Furies. We'll cast Super Growth, giving all our units plus 10 hit points and extra retaliation attack, but there are less units in the formation. Oh! Yeah. I forgot to... Did I cast it again? Nope. I forgot to apply it to my hero. Whoopsie! Alright, yeah, gee, thanks for the backup after the fact. You pains in the ass. Alright. So this is in ruins. So we can actually pull you back to here and throw you into this. There we go. Now you're good. You're headed to here. That's in ruins. So we'll queue you up there. So they're building. So we have to burn the sanctuary down first. We don't have a choice. We're going to keep this army with this guy. Alright, you're with... Alright, so let's move you here. You there. There. We'll start burning down the sanctuary, which will allow us to pillage the Spelljammer. You're a defense army. You're fine where you are. Next turn, we're gonna grab them. You're a defense army, so you're fine where you are. You're good where you are. We've got a war shop. We've got spells ready to launch. Are there any army spells? We already cast that. Yeah, we don't have a lot of enemy army spells. For now. That will change. Really, God? Okay. So they took this out. Why is this a camp? I'm gonna hope they take that out next turn. End turn. Because I think I'm gonna do the dragon map after this, which is the DLC story map. And I think what I'm gonna try to do is go mages and support units for my range. And see if we can get... Because to me, like, dragons, yeah, fine, they might have archers, but we'll try to go mages. And see if we can get that to work. Okay, this is not taking as long as I thought it would. So, if we don't finish this map today, we will probably finish it Friday. So it looks like we'll probably be starting Final Fantasy 16 mid-August. And then it'll be Final Fantasy 16, then a computer game, and then Spider-Man 2. And if the choices are Spider-Man 2 or Armored Core 6, I'm going to go with Spider-Man 2. Because I feel like Armored Core 6 will be something I get frustrated with. Because it is an Armored Core game, which I thoroughly enjoyed as a kid. I stream every Sunday, Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. Monday, Wednesday, Friday is usually 10:30 a.m. to 1:30 p.m. respectively. Or 1:30 p.m. to 4:30 p.m. if you live on the East Coast. 10:30 to 1:30 if you live on the West Coast of America. Sundays is usually 12:30 to 4:30 on the West Coast. 3:30 to 7:30 if you live on the East Coast of America. A large number of people who follow this channel and watch this channel, I understand, live in Europe because, yeah, I have a full-time job. That is why I stream when I do. I grew up in Massachusetts. I have been to Connecticut many a time. I have a full-time job. Someone once asked me would I ever leave my full-time job. My answer to that is no. Because the healthcare... The only way I could ever... I've done the math. New Englander for that. I've done the math. In order for me to be able to afford to quit my full-time job, I would have to make $150,000 a year doing streaming in order to afford comparable life insurance, health insurance. So, if you're wondering, I work for UPS as a baggage handler. So if you ever use UPS, maybe I've handled your package to ship something. I do make enough between bits and subs and that sort of thing from you and stuff from YouTube. I make enough. I make essentially $70 a month doing this. So I make enough that you guys, anytime I play a new game that I have to buy to play, you guys are paying for it. So thank you. You do allow me to play the games I want to play when I want to play them. But yeah, I don't do this to make money. I do this because I get to meet interesting people. I get to play the games I want to, and it helps center and balance me. Who was it? Someone said a quote recently along the lines of, if something is good for you, it will bring center and balance to your life, and it will help you improve your life. And I am a gamer. I like to play games. If I couldn't do this, if I had a regular job, because I do admit my job, the reason I stream when I do is because it is a night shift, and that works well for me. But like, I had a 9-to-5 job. There is a chance I couldn't even game. So this is something that brings balance to my life. I consider this a hobby. It is a hobby I enjoy. I love discussing strategy games or games in general. I try to make improvements where I can. I am starting to put some money aside to get more. Yeah, same thing. I am 42. I am not as active playing games at 42 as I was at 12 or even 10 or 8. But this is something to do. Like, I guess I could take up golf or knitting or woodworking, but I prefer this. Especially a good strategy game. Because it exercises my mind. And it's never bad to exercise your mind. Ah, okay. And no, my mother-in-law is disabled as well. She's 62, I think. Maybe 60. And that's what she does. She keeps herself busy, and among those things she does to keep it. But she is, for lack of a better term, she is a well, what's the term they use? Retro gamer. She won't play a game like she'll play the Pikmin games over and over again. She'll play Boulder's Dark Alliance over and over again, Dark Alliance 2. She won't play a game made after the year 2005. She'll play Spyro. She'll play the Spyro series. She'll play Mario Sunshine and that sort of thing. So, not because of me, but because of my wife and my mother-in-law, we have every game system ever made. I have a PlayStation 4 and a PlayStation 5. They have everything else covered. So between them, we have one PlayStation 3, one PlayStation 2, one PlayStation, one GameCube, one Dreamcast. No Xboxes. I will say that. One Nintendo, one Super Nintendo, and no Genesis. All my friends and all my friends, they're not narcolepsy, but all my friends have insomnia. So. And my mother-in-law is pre-diabetic. I did get my blood test. I haven't had health care. I didn't have health care from 2013 till the start of 2023. Yeah. And I started using that. One of the things I was afraid of was me being pre-diabetic or diabetic. Like, I'd handle it. It's great. But it's that thing of, because there's so much sugar in today's food, it's like, oh, I'm probably pre-diabetic. They tested my blood. Turns out I am so far away from being pre-diabetic. I just have to stay doing what I'm doing, and I'm good. So I am thankful for that. All right, so let's trigger this fight. But before we do that, you're going here. You're back here. And you're making... Oh, right. You're making... We can actually cancel this Fury and cancel this Fury. And go ahead. Do you have... Alright, you need another melee. We'll go ahead and queue up another protector. In here. And this guy... Oh. Can go ahead and make the 2 glaive runners. Alright, we're good. That's perfect. We've got our Summon Stone Spirit. It doesn't matter. We'll do Evoker at this point. So we'll select. Think, oh, we got the Evoker. Great. Pick a new tome. Let's take a look at Order tomes, actually. Where is it? I am going to grab... Spirit damage. I'm not sure that's going to be useful. Where is it? Is it Faithful? Faithful Whisperers might be useful. There's nothing else really in here I'm jumping out at. Tome of the Beacon is useful. Oh, Covenant of Faith. We are... Just for the Imperium alone, if we have 4 vassals, that is plus 20 Imperium a turn. And the Divine Beacon's not bad. Mighty Meek is useless for us. Otherwise, the other thing, I think it's Astral. Tome of Scrying might be good. Yeah. Because it gives... It would ignore the penalties from having other units in the way. And that sort of thing. But it would cost us 118. It can be. Yes. Dear Lord. 9 plus 23 is 32. This would take the rest of our mana. That's the only thing we would want from here. Let's do Tome of the Beacon for the Covenant of the Faith.
Faith. Fervor.
Perfect. Grab that. Oh, we got it. Great. Close. We don't care about Gaia's Chosen. Sure, we'll do Vision of Victory. Nebheim can annex another province. I believe Nebheim is out of provinces to annex. So, the other thing they're gonna do... Oh, I guess it doesn't apply to this province. Alright, never mind. Alright, well, great. You can annex another province. It doesn't matter. We've unlocked a new skill, which is... not bad, but we don't need the knowledge. We have enough. I'm going to grab this now. So we've got that teleporter boost. That spell's ready to launch. I'm going to save the game. Save game. Because we have run into a bug on this map alone, where if I try to give these guys a Whispering Stone, this vassal over here, it crashes the game. So we're going to go ahead and cast Covenant of the Faith. And we're going to try to cast it on Aster. So we can cast on them. We just can't... So now we're up to 100 feet. We just can't give them a Whispering Stone. Duly noted. Alright, so they burned the ruins to the ground. Yes. It's, as far as we know, it's just this vassal, just this map. We have submitted a bug report. That's close enough. So we can have you burn down the Spelljammer. And, oh, they retreated! So we're going to grab that very soon. We're going to grab this now. I mean... yeah. Well, again, something to remember, I'm going to auto-combat, is the story maps have... yeah, oh my god, we took no damage. Beautiful. And we're gonna vassalize you. We'll take 3 turns. I think we can take the bandit camp? Oddly enough, with just these guys. So we'll go ahead and take that bandit camp. We should not lose anyone. We lost someone. I don't know how or why, but at this point, I don't care. I can just remake another one. We've got a satirical orb, a life drinker. Oh, Lord. Oh, Lord, he a-coming. So, if we give him a life drinker, we lose the heavy charge, but he is now pretty much unkillable. Or she. Our main ruler. Because what life drinker does is every time they hit a person, they get 5 temporary hit points. So we give up a lot of damage for insane survivability. And we're going to give them the Gilded Shield. All of these gives +3 defense on non-flanking attacks. Which means I will have, if someone hits me, the damage will be reduced by 80% physically. Great. And we're going to give them Gilded. Why? Because if they get Gilded, they're stunned, and when we kill them, if it's a tier 3 unit, we get 60 gold. A tier 5 unit gives us 100 gold. It's just a way to get gold. Oh dear lord, we have shit to sell. So, torsos. Yeah, we don't need that many leather armors. So we're just gonna sell them all. Helmets. Market precision. Gotta have the defense. Demoralizing mask isn't bad at this point. Because despair reduces morale. And theoretically, if they level up, we can take cruel weapon. So I will give up 1 defense for the despair. That's too good. These are too good. Actually, we have enough ways. What would we put here, though? What would we give them? Unknown. Maybe a cloud in a bottle? Wand of Blizzards could be good. Poison Darts takes a turn. Lightning Strike isn't bad. So at range, I could Lightning Strike. But I'm going to be rushing in so much. We'll just keep him as is. We have Visions of Victory. We'll go ahead and grab Parting Gifts. Great. Nothing's jumping out at me. We'll keep her in there for the mana. Oh no! I might be guilty. Feel guilty about something. You're good. You're good. You're a defense army. Oh, we might have another way in here. Okay. Okay. We don't have a way in here. This is close enough. I think it's more important to vassalize these guys as well, and then maybe backtrack along here. So, you're missing one of those sun people. So we'll go ahead and queue one up here. We said the sun priest. You. So you will stay here for defense. You guys will start marching this way to take Casterland. If they retreated, we can go ahead and start this stuff. So, we have 4 siege projects. Always build the boat repeaters. That's +4. 75 gold. So at the start of combat, towers, battlements, and additional wall obstacles are destroyed. So we're going to take that for the +6. That will take out towers, battlements, and wall obstacles. So this, and maybe this. So we'll go ahead and add Tremor Ritual. We will also add Arcane Maelstrom, because I think the way it works is this does some towers, this does every tower, and we do more damage. And that leaves, we're down to 4. We can undermine the wall. That gets us down to 3. Either undermine the walls, we can't construct onagers of this, we don't need to worry about battlements, or, well... We'll do the sabotage support, because I don't know if either one of these takes care of the culprits. And we're down to 3 turns. Beautiful. So we'll take care of that. You guys are back up, so you're good there. You're... How far can you move out? You're staying right where you are. Well... I guess you can move to there quite happily. You're moving to there. That's okay. And we're good. Okay. And now, back on track. Something to keep in mind is technically you can replay every story mission over and over and over again. And the chances of you getting the exact same map twice in a row are as close to 0 as you can think of. So just because I got this bug doesn't mean you will. Because you will have a totally different shaped map with totally different cities in. That is the thing about this game. When it generates a map, it just uses variables to make a map, even the story maps. So like I said, this is probably the first game that truly has near infinite replayability on maps alone. Because every time you make a map, it is going to be reasonably different from any previous map you've played. To give an example, I'm trying to get an achievement on map 3? 4. The fire map. I think that's map 3, where you have to beat everyone just by beating them up. And I have had to on normal, I've had to restart it 4 times, and every time that map has looked incredibly different and has altered how I play the first 40 to 50 turns. Now there's something bugged with that AI on that map, and it is annoying, which is why I'm having so much trouble with that map. But that is something to keep in mind. So just because I've run into this bug doesn't mean you will. In addition, the map they could fix that bug the next time, by the time you get to this map. But just be aware that that bug does exist, where if at least this far left vassal, if I try to give him a Whispering Stone, it crashes my game. And 2 turns, we will find out if that is true for this particular vassal as well. Right, I wanted that Shrieker's Tomb. But oh well. Oh, actually, hold on. Isn't there vassals grant 10 gold, Whispering Stone, units recruit. Vassals gain +1 allegiance when first vassalized, and it takes 1 less turn. So we actually might want to try to grab this. This is in 9 turns. This is in 7. So we're going to get this one first. Okay. The one that reduces magic origin upkeep. Now they do need to fix the AI, because this outpost in the middle of my domain is bullshit. This city in the middle of my domain is bullshit. Like, honestly, just... They shouldn't want to make a city here. Nor should they want to make an outpost here. It might be because it's labeled mountain. I'm gonna earth shatter both of these. And this. And we'll see if that will allow us to... turn them into grasslands. I think mountains overrides grassland. No, it doesn't. Never mind. We've just been unlucky with the rolls. I don't understand why this isn't being turned into grassland. Because grassland does override ashland. So for whatever it's rolling, it's just refusing to do these two. It should prioritize territory in your domain. The terraforming skills. Also, on this particular map, the end turn button, if you've noticed, my turns are taking like a couple of minutes, but it calculating things is taking like 3 or 4 minutes. And that is unique to this map. Also, there was an update to OBS. I think it has messed with my video encoder, not my video encoders, my not my streaming video encoders, but my recording video encoders. Because I'm starting to get encoding overload, considering... And I've never gotten that before. Also... Okay, yeah, you guys can hear me. Did I not mute that phone... I mean, there was nothing important on that phone call, but did I not mute that phone call? Talking. Usually Alright, well. Hello, this is Gohan the Chichilla, and we hope you're having a good day, as do I. As always, we hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, feel free to follow, like, subscribe, or comment. Or, even better, come on over to twitch.tv/SparkyTDK and watch me live every Monday through Friday. Thank you for your support.